Billy Summers is the latest Stephen King book. It is about Billy Summers. When I read this book, I really got a mentally cast Timothy Oliphant in the role of Billy Summers. He is a man, he is a veteran who is really good at sniping, and he uses his abilities to make money as a hitman. In order to pretend, though, to make people underestimate him, though, he pretends to be a bit of a dullard, so he always carries around some Archie comics and pretends that he's a little, a bit of a dullard. So you know, people, you know, don't think too much of him, but he's actually pretty smart. So his latest gig will net him a grand $2 million. It does sound too good to be true, however. It is a very large hit that will require him to do a big stakeout and everything, so they have a cover story. So first off, I was really confused because when I wanted to read this book, someone told me that it was a Vietnam vet. He was a Vietnam vet, and it was like he was going up against a great evil. But so I thought it was like a supernatural mix of crime and horror. It's not. This book is just a straight up crime thriller book, and I liked it because it was kind of like later, you know, like Stephen King has recently got into doing an imprint where he just sort of does like noirish crime thrillers, and he's pretty good at it too. I really enjoyed Later. I heard good things about Joyride as well. This one is just a crime thriller. There's no horror elements in there. It's just basically a really great character-driven story. It's very tense. It's not too... the pacing's pretty good too, because they dip between his fictional story as his cover and like the human element, because he goes undercover and he has to befriend all of his neighbors because he's living somewhere, and he also has to befriend people at the workplace as well. So there's a lot of twists and turns. The only thing I didn't like about the book is that the ending's a little bit on the weaker side. But overall, Billy Summers is a cracking great read. Really great character development, really memorable characters. I listened to this book on audio, and it has really good voice acting, you know, for the mafia characters and for Billy. And yeah, besides the pacing, a little bit of weird pacing because sometimes they dip too long into the alternate story and the ending. Overall, though, it's still a really strong entry for Stephen King fans. It's a solid crime thriller, really absorbing, engrossing crime thriller story. So I give Billy Summers a 3.5 out of 5.